We are now live.
Hey.
If you're on Facebook, you can see part of me. If you're on Instagram, not part of Eric. If you're on Instagram, you can see all of them and part of me. Hello.
You can always see me. That's much.
You can always. Yeah. The most important person is in the middle.
You can always see Barry.
That's right.
You can always see Barry, unless the lighting guy doesn't put lights on him.
We invited Brent. He didn't show up yet.
He's in another tower.
He's in the
Rapunzel Tower.
He's in the tallest room of the East Tower or something.
Yeah, he's in the East Tower.
No, I think we're East Tower.
Are we the East Tower?
Yeah.
I know we only have one elevator. I know that.
We all have the same rooms, but except Barry, he's got a different room for some reason. But
yeah, he's got a bathtub.
But
what's up?
Anyway,
it is the handicapped room.
How you guys doing?
Hey everyone. Well, we haven't done this in a while, so at least I haven't done this. Last time I did this, we were in Europe.
I think that was the last time I did this.
So we've been working really, really hard. Hey, Facebook.
Yeah, there he is.
But we've been working really, really hard, and yeah, we're in Los Angeles, California right now, doing exciting things for the record, pictures which some of you guys saw the other day, and yeah, dare I say it, a musical video.
A musical video.
Those things exist still. Somewhere.
Yeah.
For a single that will be out.
That's this whole thing is going to be when.
Yeah, I know. We can't. We don't.
In the room.
We're not ready to announce that yet. But
it's coming.
It's coming.
For sure, it's coming.
How about this? I happen to know for a fact we have an entire record recorded, mastered, done.
It's done in the can, as we like to call it in the industry.
In the can.
So we just wanted to do a quick Q&A with you guys and tell us. We have to be candid about what we tell you, obviously. Yeah. But we're telling you that there is a single. The album is done. It's in the can.
The album is named.
The album is named. We have an album cover.
Mm-hmm. We do.
All the things that come along with an album we have.
Ta-da.
We have a label that loves the album, which is the most important part.
Yes.
So,
I look tired. Look how tired I look. Oh my god.
We're all having good hair days. That's worst couch sale ever. I know, right? You can't fit us all on here. So what we did want to come here and do a Q&A. And talk to you guys. We'll answer what we can. So yeah. If you can keep when's the single coming out, also what's the name of the single, and when's the album coming out to a minimum.
We can't get into specifics right now, but we're really super excited about the record, and we feel like it's our strongest work to date. I know every band's required to say that, right? But we've had really, really honest conversations about it, and we feel like this is probably the strongest record the band's had in a decade anyway.
So I feel like it's my favorite Shinedown record, but it's up to you to decide. But we think it's great.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll answer some of you guys' questions for sure. What artists have influenced you recently?
And how many times have you answered that question?
Well, but that's a different question than who do you like? Who are your favorite artists? I mean, because I get influenced by things like new things all the time. So I know when we were making this record, during the writing and the making of this record, I listened to a lot of different stuff. But Gojira's last record called Magma, I listened to a lot, and that did a lot. That inspired a lot of more tones than anything, like guitar sounds and just the way things were recorded and done. I really just dig what those guys did. Hell, I'd probably have to look through my iTunes.
That Gojira record, I think, I'm not going to say it definitely influenced. I'm not going to say it steered us, but it definitely influenced us tonally and sonically.
About rock and roll again too.
Yeah, I know. It's like
we definitely don't take inspiration for like our sound or anything, like as far as like the songs we write or wanting to sound like somebody else or anything like that. It's not that. It's just, you listen to these things and they inspire you. I know the Nothing More record came out after we were into the recording process of this record. And that album actually, for me personally, being, producing the record and working on it so much, gave me inspiration to know that like I could make it to the end and I could finish it. Just listening to that, because that's such a body of work those guys put together. that it really inspired me to kind of give me a good push to the end of the record because I was getting overwhelmed at some point. But
I think we also
and a really good collection of songs those guys put together.
Chris Lightcap is watching on
Just saw
Facebook.
that.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah?
Christopher Lightcap.
Chris Lightcap,
Cappy.
Matt's in there too. You know what I've noticed about us too, and I don't think it's something that we do on purpose. Like we're gonna go, like when LeBron goes to the playoffs, he always goes dark on social media. Like he'll call it 0 Dark 30 or whatever. And
Does he really need to call it something?
does
he need to give it a name?
It seems excessive.
Yeah.
But you know what I've noticed? We kind of stop listening to music when we start making a record, which I think is like it's kind of comes natural. Like we don't really we just kind of stop. We kind of seesaw. Like I don't want to intake anything new because I'm so focused on what we're doing.
I went back and listened to Deftones' Saturday Night Wrist a lot over the past probably year. I don't know. That was like my least favorite Deftones. It was my least favorite Deftones record for a long time, and then I don't know why. I never really gravitated toward it, and then as I matured or something, I ended up just really loving that record a lot. So listen to that a lot.
That's not a great question. What album of ours is it the most resemblant of?
I don't know.
I'll say this, and I do not want to say this, but
God.
people always will say certain things about certain records, and it's like I feel like if you skip over the second album, there are songs that I think at the time could have fit one or two on certain records, and like just the way they lyrically are kind of, you know what I mean? They kind of like it's a little throwback in certain ways, but it's also the freshest record we've ever done. I'm not trying to sound like I'm a rapper, but
I have to say that it's to be done by a band that's been around as long as we have. I think it's a pretty young sounding record.
it sounds like a debut album, but from a very ferocious point. If that I said to Eric, and Eric, this album was produced and mixed by Eric Bass, ladies and gentlemen. But I said, yeah, give it up for me. No, I said this to the band when we were mastering the record a couple weeks ago in New York. Sonically, it has these rich depths to it that I've never heard on an album, and I'm not just saying that. And I know everybody says I'm not just saying that, but I'm not just saying that. It creates a sonic space that I haven't heard ever, which is a testament to Eric and a testament to us, I think, as a band putting this together, but mostly Eric. But yeah, I just think it's a super special record. Somebody asked how many songs are going to be on it. Can we say that?
Nope. I'm leaving it off.
Somebody asked if there's any rap on the album because a lot of rock bands are
No, we're not rappers.
We're not doing that.
We're not rappers. We like hip hop music. We love hip hop music.
Yeah.
We're
just not on our record.
But it's not just we probably shouldn't attempt it.
There's some talking.
There's some talking, aggressive talking, demanding aggressive talking. Any questions on Instagram? I'm trying to. They're going really fast on Facebook.
Let's see. I don't see any questions right now.
How do you pick the songs that will go on the album?
They let you know. That seems cliche, but this record is. We've talked about it somewhat. It does have it is conceptual. I don't want to say it's right down a concept record, but it is very conceptual, and all the songs tell a story. So, we had to not only have songs that work together musically, but they had to work together subject matter wise. So, there were a few that got left that were on the cutting room floor for sure.
What was this?
That we recorded and mixed and mastered that aren't on the record, but they didn't lend themselves to the story the way that the ones that are there did.
I will say though, it's funny that this record started out as a concept record and then kind of wasn't and now is. It is. I mean, it truly is a concept record because it's a conceptual piece of music from start to finish, and I think that's what makes up a concept record.
Well, it definitely tells a story, but you can still listen to the songs individually and pull something from each one of them in your own life, and they're not so specific. We're not naming somebody. We're not you can still pull what you want to pull from the songs as well, and use them however you want or take from them whenever you want. But they are all specific pieces that fit into a bigger story. So
also, I'll say this is with Amarillos being close behind this. This was the toughest record for me to cut songs from. I loved every song that we
Yeah,
made
it
for this
was
record.
the ones that got cut were kind of were pretty tough, but you know,
It made for a better record.
It made for a piece, a fluent piece of art, I think.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think that
Sounds douchey, but
no, but
it's true.
I don't think you won't ever hear those songs either. I think at
Yeah.
some point they'll find a way onto
Yeah.
something, or you know, whatever that means. You know, I don't know what that means right now, but at some point I would like for them all to be heard.
There are no cover songs on the record.
No cover songs.
No.
I think our recording full band cover songs days are. I'm not going to say they're done forever, but I think they're probably.
Yeah.
We write. We're songwriters. We try to, to create our own thing. So.
Where's Brent? I want to see his beautiful face.
I don't know. I bet he's watching this, which is the
Yeah,
sad
well,
part. He's probably watching this in his room that's like
He probably is.
500 feet away.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're kind of stuck in the hotel. There's some sort of
There's some sort
event
We
going.
can't leave. We're in the
going on
Hotel
downstairs.
California.
There's some sort of red carpet, self-important thing going on downstairs,
This
and
is the
there's
hotel.
only the elevator we've been using to get in and out of our hotel. We can't get in and out of right now, so we're just kind of stuck here.
It's the Hotel California. You can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Yeah.
In California.
You guys look really tired. Nap time? Question mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been working really, really hard at this, and
We had a meeting early this morning.
we did. We had we had a meeting this morning pretty early, but that, you know, we've just all been going at it pretty hard and working on this record and trying to get it out to you guys as fast as we can. So we're all pretty tired actually right now, but it's good tired. It's excited tired.
Is it heavier than the last album? Yes.
I have to say that you know, in this band we define heavy and probably differently than you guys define heavy. I mean,
Most people define heavy as fast.
right. If you define heavy as fast, then yeah, it's heavier than the last record. I always think heavy is just
Weight.
is the weight of a song. You know, it doesn't. What are the lyrics? I mean, is it you know, yeah, heavy guitars are great, but does it carry that weight that makes it heavy? I mean,
Yeah, like to me, like
like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan is heavy,
I think like Tool doesn't have a fast song, but it's like
but Tool is heavy.
Tool is one of the
But
heaviest. bands
to
ever.
answer, if you guys are asking if this is a more aggressive record, yes,
Yes.
I think it is a more aggressive record.
It is
by
fast.
far. Yeah,
And
it is
if
fast.
the last record was not guitar enough record for you,
There's a lot. This
Guess
is
what?
This is a pretty good.
There might be some guitars.
there's a lot of guitars on this record.
It's a guitar. It's a guitar record for sure. Everybody who plays guitar and likes learning guitar will have fun with this one, I think. So, and people who like listening to guitar.
It's a good guitar.
There's not guitar on this.
There's
record.
not guitar on this record. There's more guitar than not guitar.
What do you think about Best Buy's not selling CDs
Yeah, they're gonna
anymore?
stop at the end.
I think,
It's been happening for a long time.
as a wise man once said, who's 500 feet away in a room somewhere, adapt or die.
Yeah.
And that's the world we're in. We have to find a new way to do things and a new way to get our music out. It's actually really exciting to me that Spotify announced this past week, and this is great for guys like me who produce records and songwriters, that now when a song comes up on Spotify, it not only lists the song, the artist, but who wrote it, who produced it, who mixed it, all of that stuff's listed, so you get your credits back, which for me, when I was a kid, man, I loved that. That's what made me want to produce and made me want to mix. Was I saw these people's names on these CDs and these album covers that worked on these records, and it really made me and inspired me to want to be one of those people. So that's coming back, which I think will be really great for the producers and the writers as well. So you just have to embrace the way the times go. And I mean, look, when I was a kid, me and my sisters would sit around and listen to music on 8-track tapes and vinyl. And then cassettes came in, and so we. Hey,
Everybody.
I'm talking to the Facebook people over here.
I'm talking to everybody.
Hey,
Man.
Facebook
We're all
people.
trying to.
Yeah, so you have to adapt or die, and it's no fun to see physical things go away. But look at what a great thing vinyl is doing now, and how out there that stuff is, and what an experience. People are actually learning through that how to experience music the way that I did when I was younger, and these guys did as well. So, the act of holding something in your hand and dropping the needle and all of that, it's there's something really magical about that. That's becoming rediscovered. So, look, the world changes, and you have to embrace it, or you can get left behind. So, we're trying to find new ways to. We're trying to be a more digital band than we have been in the past. We're working really hard at it. We put some great people on our team that help us out with that. I know I don't I only have a Twitter account. I don't tweet that much. Zach's the best at it.
We have talked about doing a contest with your Instagram.
I had thought about doing I have an Instagram that I have like 8,000 followers or
and
something.
no posts.
And I have never posted a picture on it. And we thought about doing a thing where if I can get my followers up to a certain amount, I'll post a picture.
Yes, and
on
I think
Instagram.
that would be a great idea.
And maybe you guys give me a picture of your choice, like it will take a poll, and whoever comes up with the most unique thing that I have to post, then I'll do that or something.
I would love that.
That's not on yet, but be thinking about it because that's a possibility. But we haven't traditionally been the most digital band, and we're really having to navigate now and figure it out.
Morgan's probably loving that we're on here
because we like to grow and expand. My wife is watching. Hey. So that's the answer to that. Is I think it's sad in a way that CDs are going away, but at the same time, we'll be sitting here 15, 20 years from now going, well, how do you feel the fact that streaming's ending and everything's being beamed into your forehead? Well, that sucks, but you got to adapt, right?
I guess we're getting beamed in now. I guess
so. It's just the way the world works.
To all of you folks out there asking, when are we coming back to your specific city, state, or country?
Hit up Ron O.
The answer is, as you know, we tour really hard, so we will be going to all of those places within the next couple of years.
Also, call Ron Opoleski at 310-555-5555. No, we're coming.
Yeah, look, I've seen our schedule. As soon as this record comes out,
we have no more time off for the rest of this year.
There are no more days off. So
we basically have this month. We have February to kind of like get our affairs in order. Your wife is waving at us.
I've always wondered if people think Barry and I are actually married because we have the same
ring. That's true. I need to get one of
these things are really cool.
Too,
check this out. My wife got me this, and this is awesome. And my friend Chris McLaren, the bass player extraordinaire in Saigon Kick, who is one of my best friends, turned me on to this. It's called a Kalo ring, and it's made out of I guess the silicone or something. Mm-hmm. But
it's actually his birth control.
It's my ring. I insert it, and we don't have any problems.
Yeah.
I just said insert it. That's weird.
Insert.
But
Hollywood.
But yeah, my I have my regular rings and everything. But for playing bass and going to the gym and all that, this thing is awesome. And when I lose it, it doesn't matter. You get another one. But I've been told that Barry and I just kind of like.
There's no semblance to it, which is great.
We're together.
And you still have your real ring. Barry actually, his ring created this weird thing in his hand.
It's giving me
still there.
Bone spur. No, it's finally gone down because of taking this off.
Callus,
I was used to play with the metal ring on, and it actually started to dig away at my bone. So this has saved my fingers.
I've missed your shows every time you've come to Reno. Well, guess what?
We'll get another chance.
Somebody said tour Australia, please. Y'all, everybody, just keep your eyes out.
We're coming. This is our last month off for the next 2 years.
I thought you were gonna say like this is our last record we're ever gonna do. So
it?
no,
it's not it.
Yeah.
Let's see. What? Oh, somebody said, is that? Oh, Will said, is it weird to watch both feeds? Will Hawkins.
No, I just watched the
Which one?
I can't really read the.
Which one do we look better in? Yeah, what's going on the?
How would you describe the new album in one word? Go.
Furious.
Fierce.
I had to think about this one. I wasn't prepared for you guys to answer
Phallic.
that quick.
Phallic.
Scrumptulescent.
Unapologetic.
There you go.
That's a good one.
I wish I would have thought of that first.
2 words. Not shy.
Not shy.
That's when Brent and I were kind of finishing up mixes. That was the thing. I'd look at it and I'd say, I tell you one thing right now. This record is not shy.
That's true. Because the 4 of us are, so...
We have to, somebody put up Cut the Cord. This is funny, man. I was in the gym working out right before I came out to L.A., and Cut the Cord came on, which is weird in my gym because all they listen to is pop music most of the time. But it took me a second to figure out, like I knew it sounded familiar, and it's just one of those weird things. I knew it sounded familiar, and I couldn't put my finger on it for about 5 seconds. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
That's our song.
That's our song.
That's what happens.
So, that's where my brain is right now. So, noodles, just jello.
Hello, Stephen Ludwig.
Hello.
Say hello to my. Oh, we should do it. Right. Welcome to Shout Out Hour with Shinedown. What's your favorite song on your album? See, they kind of get
get
tricky.
it.
They try to get tricky with it. I love it.
I have to say, man, I will still say this. I listened to I didn't listen to any other Shinedown anything while I was working on the record, but on the plane out here, I listened to Threat to Survival, and I have to say, Misfits is still probably my favorite Shinedown song. Even though we have the new record coming out and everything, that's such a great song, man. And I didn't write it, so I can look at it and go, I think that's my favorite Shinedown song.
I've had this weird thing since Sound of Madness where the last song on every album is my favorite song. And I don't think it's changed with this record either. I think it may be the same with this album. It's different on this record. I'll say that. It's not the same. We've kind of had the same theme / tone of the last 3 albums. Previous being the last song being a certain cadence, if you will, and this one is not that. This album is just the ending of this chapter does not end that way, and so hello from Disney.
Hey,
Josh Bennett.
I may or may not be in Disney soon, fortunately or
That's
unfortunately.
Cool. My buddy Josh.
I'm not exactly sure which one that is, but I might be getting taken there by
Liam Neeson.
By this lovely woman who's watching
this. Yeah,
right now.
Yeah. Kind. Watch it. I bought a Misfits hoodie today.
Yeah,
nice. I did.
Speaking of hoodies, I think. Well, I better not say that. We'll wait on that.
Yeah, wait on that. Yeah,
we'll wait on that.
What's going on? I'm trying to keep up with both.
I am
really
quiet.
hard.
I'm
ready to see y'all at Carolina Rebellion.
These guys talk.
We're ready to be at Carolina Rebellion. I've marked that one on my calendar because I'm going to get all the friends and family at that one because I live in the Carolinas. So that's like.
It's always fun too.
That's where everyone comes in, man. Yeah.
That's a good question. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, dude, I'm a Thin Mint junkie.
Thin Mints. Out of the freezer.
In my face hole.
Yes, my daughter is selling them right now, so I've had my share of Thin Mints.
I don't like Girl Scout cookies. I'm stabbing myself in the eye.
You're out of the band, man.
I know, man. I don't like Girl Scout cookies. I've never.
Nope.
I used to love Skittles.
I just stop while you're ahead, man.
Yeah, there's no excuses for that.
Not a huge sweets person.
And I am.
You are, which is no, you're not.
I'm not.
Neither. None of us are. None of us like sweets.
Hey, somebody from Cardiff said it's 2:20 in the morning and they're watching us. So.
Yeah,
I love Cardiff. By the way, Cardiff is one.
Awesome.
Wales is I'm going to make. I'm not trying to make enemies, but Wales is probably my favorite part of the UK. So Cardiff,
and their words are very long.
We'll see. Yeah, it's your language is very unique for sure.
I love Wales.
I like any language that has consonants next to each other, like 5 of them in a row, you know? And you try to figure out how to say it, and you can't.
So I said Earth Day Birthday. Yeah, Earth Day Birthday. We haven't played Earth Day Birthday in 10 years.
10 years.
It's going to be 10 years, almost like to the day that we play Earth Day Birthday again.
The guy with the dreads hasn't talked much. My name's Barry, by the way.
He's the drummer, and we don't let him talk.
They don't allow me to talk.
There's actually a timer behind these 2 cameras, and it counts down 7.5 minutes, and every 7.5 minutes he's allowed to say something. I used to love Skittles too. Cool.
All right. Let's see. What else? I get kicked out of Boy Scouts for eating brownies. Let's see what you did there.
That's funny.
Let's see what you did there.
But boom.
Let's see what you did. Right. And my wife I saw this, she just talking about Wales, she goes, and they have a dragon on their flag, which they do.
Pretty ballin'.
They do have a dragon on there.
Anytime you got a dragon on anything, that's pretty great. Let's see. It's tough because we have to be kind of like, we have to dance around certain questions.
Yeah, we can't really answer any specifics about the record other than it's done. We think it's awesome. And I listened to it today for the first time in about a week and a half. Or about a week, I guess.
Somebody said they know what I collect. What do you guys collect?
Skulls, probably. Skull art.
That sounded really like...
Human skulls. That's what I'm thinking of.
That sounded great. I collect skulls.
I like skull art.
Do I collect anything?
Not really.
No, you're pretty minimalist.
You're a minimalist in every form.
I'm actually thinking about
guitars, maybe.
I'm thinking about purging. I'm actually thinking about purging my guitars, except for the handful that really mean the world to me that I use all the time. So
I'm gonna do the same.
You do like odd keyboards and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. I love any sort of odd pre-MIDI keyboard. Even post-MIDI, some of them are really, really cool. I like making noises with keyboards.
You also made model airplanes too.
I do model airplanes. I'm thinking about bringing that back out on the road for a while.
That's a collecting type.
I'm way into airplanes.
How about them Eagles? I think Hotel California is a brilliant record.
You know what I made. You know what I did last night? I curled up on this love seat right here in my room, and I turned on the police scanner in Philadelphia.
You did.
And I listened to the Philadelphia police scanner last night, and I was not disappointed.
It was. Congratulations to Philadelphia, by the way, in the city.
Man, absolutely.
That's a great win. Anytime you can beat the greatest of all time.
Please go back to your original sound. I love that. I love those. What does define? Hang on. Define original sound.
Here's the thing. I was thinking about this the other day. Remember when you had a Razor phone? Go back to your Razor phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be very uncandid right now when I say this.
Or very candid. And by the way,
he's infamous.
By the way, I will preface something for Zach and for me. I'm not mad at you because I happen to be at one point was the largest Muse fan. I love Muse. I still do. I respect them, but they turned into a spaceship and they flew away. And I haven't liked anything since Black Holes and Revelations. I still respect them, so I understand where you're coming from. But you have to understand something: bands and artists have a need to grow and to expand. Unless you get caught in something and that's all you can do, that's fine. But I enjoy, and these guys enjoy, and Brent enjoys seeing how wide we can make this box that we have to live in rock music. So
I heard somebody say one time, I believe it was Dave Chappelle, and I was watching him live, and this is after he had quit the show, and somebody shouted out, I'm Rick James, bitch, or something. And what he said in reply was, he goes, that's like someone asking you, hey, Tammy, remember that report you did on so-and-so business 9 years ago for one day of your life of work? Go back and do that. It kind of hit me hard in that way of the sense of, and also, listen, I said this in an interview recently, and I stand by it, and I would rather not cookie cutter our albums, and I would rather be an artist and be a songwriter and change what we do every album. Not our sound. I think we still always sound like Shinedown. I would rather change that and fail and knowing we were true to ourselves than literally going, if it's not broke, don't fix it, and succeed. And granted, we've changed every album and we've succeeded more every album. So obviously,
thanks to
you, everyone watching here. Mm-hmm. And it's like I heard somebody say that on a Facebook thing, like, why would they ever want to go back? I'm like, and it's right. Like, going back I have no interest in going back to anything in my life other than the original Nintendo. And
I don't, to go back to the Muse thing, I don't disparage those guys at all, and I respect them, and there's still some of my, I still go back and listen to those records. I'm still in awe of their new records. I understand what they're doing, and the expansion they're having. It just doesn't resonate with me the same way. So I understand that if some of the newer Shinedown stuff maybe doesn't resonate with some people, but that being said, there was a conscious effort on my part as the producer and our part as the writers on a lot of this. I'll tell you what, that Iron Maiden tour we did in Europe and in the UK really had a profound effect on me, seeing that many people, young people, old people, just absolutely loving guitar music. And I almost got a little emotional there. I'm serious. Because in the United States, a lot of the times we're told that rock's dead and that you've become a subgenre, a subculture, I know that when I look out at the shows we play at the thousands of fans, that I don't see a subculture. I see people who love what they hear, and but doing those shows just had a profound effect on me. And when we came back to work on the record, it just stuck with me that I wanted to make something that felt as iconic as what I experienced out there. So. We made a guitar rock record, if that's what you're wondering.
That's for sure.
But there's a lot of not guitar too. There's a lot of pushing forward. But there's, we wanted to write anthems. We wanted to write things that I could hear, 80,000 people singing back to the band, and whether it was a guitar solo that was melodic or it was a vocal part or whatever. So that's maybe something you have to look forward to with the new record is that, Yeah. So if by why don't you write songs like Shinedown East Right, if you're talking about more guitar driven stuff, then yeah, we definitely I kind of I went through a period of and these guys know this, of not knowing what to do with a guitar in my hand anymore, because I felt like I'd done so much with guitars over my career, and I went to keyboards naturally. But we all kind of came back to those, those things like Brent talks about every night: drums, bass, guitar, and vocal, and you start from there. And so yeah.
And I think Shinedown, even from the beginning, always sounds like Shinedown. Things change, things grow, but one, you're never going to change Brent's voice. He's got a tone to his voice that is unique to him and always sounds like him. And everything we write about is honest and from the heart. They're all true stories that we either lived through or watched happen. And so I think all of you, thank you for listening to our music, can hear that in what we do and what we say in our lyrics and in our songs. So we have to be honest with ourselves first, and that way we can be honest to you and give you something that we're really proud of and that we believe in.
Yeah, I think, listen, I think we're very aware musically that we colored a little bit outside the lines on Threats of Survival, but it was the most natural record, other than this one, I think I've ever been a part. I think this one was definitely the most natural because, A, we were at home at Eric's studio doing it, and it was literally so organic. But Threats of Survival came natural. Oh, Lord. I know who that is.
I know who that is.
Hold on, I got it.
I think the boss is here. Shh, don't tell him we were talking about him.
Hey, we might have to cut off the Instagram and come back on because my phone's about to run out of battery. Just so you guys know.
Switch it to Barry's phone.
Barry.
I don't have mine set up to do that yet because I just got the new phone.
What's that phone? What is that?
I got like a 5% battery or something.
Hey, look who's here, everybody. That's the boss man. What's up?
What's going on? I didn't even see y'all were doing this.
I can do my phone too.
Okay, yeah, because I just need to.
I don't have that much battery.
See the way my checking my savings account.
All right.
Well, we'll go with mine until it runs out, and when it runs out, we'll come back. So everybody wants to ask Brent questions. Come on. There's that beautiful face everybody was wanting to see.
What's happening?
By the way, his glasses are prescription.
They are.
I was giving him shit about it. Too.
Everybody, I've seen this a lot. Why is Brent wearing glasses inside?
They are prescription.
He sat on his.
No, he stepped on them.
I didn't sit on them.
He stepped on them.
I stepped on them.
He got up to go to the bathroom and they were on the floor.
He stepped on his glasses and now he has to wear sunglasses because they're the only prescription glasses he has left.
Yeah. So that's why he wears sunglasses inside at night.
If I do this, I just cover Brent.
I'll take them off,
No.
I wear my so we stopped answering questions and just started talking
We
a
were
lot.
just talking. Let's go next question. I saw to break the seriousness up. I saw somebody
To
ask
break the what?
the seriousness.
We were being
up.
serious.
We were being
Were y'all
serious.
getting like deep in on it?
Well, we're just getting a little deep. Somebody asked when the last time you cut your hair was.
Me?
Yeah.
I trim it all the time, but as far as an actual haircut, it's been 17 years. Long time.
That's a long time, yo.
90% of these questions have been, what's the name of the album, what's the name of the single, and when are you coming back to X?
We can't tell you any of those.
I can't tell you any of that stuff.
Well,
Other than the dates that have been
we
announced.
did
Some of
say-
the dates are announced.
We did say the album is done.
It's done.
It's mastered. It's in the can. We have an album cover that's done that we like. We love actually.
Photo shoot's done.
We have a schedule that is nonstop once that record comes out.
Yes.
We have dates for everything, but we can't tell you what they are. Just know that everything will be happening.
It's all happening.
It's all happening.
It's all happening.
Surprise!
Best band ever. Thank you.
Surprise.
We know. No. What's going on over there? I'm trying to read these. These go really
Let's see.
fast.
Will Barry ever do a cookbook?
That would be great.
Maybe.
That would be great.
I've thought about it.
It's a hard maybe.
Do you guys want me to
It's a
do a
hard
cookbook?
rain.
I don't know if I have that many recipes.
Hard rain.
For all of you who say, and we get this in meet and greets, y'all have never written a bad song. Let me tell you something.
Yes, we have.
Brent Smith
Had a song called Hard Rain.
wrote a song. Well, look, I mean, we've all had songs that are not good.
It's important
You just
to
don't
write
ever.
the bad
You just
songs
don't ever.
too, by the way.
We actually have some of them recorded.
Some of them are on a record, probably. It's important. I gotta say this as a songwriter: finish the bad songs. It is important to write the bad songs.
Not if you know it's bad. If you know it's bad,
I just
stop.
finish the bad song. Your bad song, maybe someone else's great. It's not true.
Look, let me just stop. If you get to a point you know it's bad, and you're not the only one that thinks it's bad, you gotta check yourself. You gotta ask somebody else. Somebody else is like, maybe.
Finish.
Just stop.
Always finish.
Start another one.
You guys.
Will we do a Christmas album? I doubt that.
I don't know if I'll do a Christmas album. I try to stay away from
Name me
Christmas.
one good Christmas song that's new that's come out in the past
That's new?
15 years.
All right.
Nope.
Nah, I can't.
Got nothing.
I can do it.
It's a slippery slope.
I thought you were gonna say
to write
Evan.
really
Nat King
great
Cole
Christmas.
won. That's it.
Nah, Otis
Dude,
Redding.
that Nat King Cole's Christmas record, you will never beat that. Don't even try. Just.
Can I do a
Call it a day.
Can I do a 1 through 5 on that though?
The Charlie Brown Christmas is
Charlie Brown
really
Christmas is
good
great,
too.
too.
Otis Redding did a great
Yes.
Christmas record. Blue Christmas by Elvis is a great album.
Okay, stop.
Hey, whoa, whoa!
You just had
Don't
to
say
it 'cause
anything
you're from
else.
Memphis.
No, Blue Christmas is a great record. All right,
But
yes,
It's a
you guys-
record.
By that time, Elvis had become a caricature. Like
Fuck y'all. What are you- 901. 901 for.
I gotta push this.
As I got a Harlem.
Twisted Sister, Twisted Christmas. Okay, I like where you're at.
Yeah.
Is that real?
I like where you're at.
I gotta look this up.
I like where somebody said Charlie Brown. I'm with you on that too. But that wasn't 15 years. I said 50 within the last 15 years. The only thing that comes to my mind is that Mariah Carey thing, man. Yeah.
Hey, didn't Gwen Stefani do a whole
She
Christmas
just did.
thing?
Yeah, and also Michael Bublé's Christmas record is
Did
fantastic.
he write? He did write, right?
He did write.
He write a
He-
Christmas song.
A couple songs. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if they're good or not because I haven't heard it.
Harvey.
There you go. Hanson released a phenomenal one.
Brent
They did.
Smith.
Whoa, they did release a phenomenal.
Brent
Yeah,
Smith.
you're a big Hanson
What
fan.
Harry Potter house are you in?
What Harry Potter house
Yeah.
am I in?
I did this because he won't understand.
Twisted Sister did release an album called Twisted Christmas.
Yeah.
So
You know,
I have no
Harry
idea.
Potter house like Gryffindor. What was it? Gryffindor, Slytherin,
I've never
These are
seen
my houses that
I've
I-
never seen Harry
Hufflepuff,
Potter.
I've only seen the first Harry
and Ravenclaw.
Potter.
I'm a
I've never seen any
nerd.
Harry Potter.
I'm a
with
giant
you.
nerd. I know all this stuff.
I've been to Harry Potter World bunches of times, but I've never seen Harry Potter.
How many Harry Potter movies are there?
Like 15.
I'm actually a giant Star Wars nerd. Like way too much information. Know too much about everything. Books, comics. Yeah, all of that. So it's sad. It's the only
That's
other
not
thing.
sad.
That's basically what I spend my time doing.
I think
is
being
Wars.
a Star Wars nerd is perfectly acceptable. Person. I'm a late Star Wars nerd.
Gargle Those Balls is a great Christmas song.
Is
I
that
can't believe
really
you read that?
favorite candy? Go.
Skittles.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Twizzlers.
Really?
Yeah.
Here?
I just got to go. Hershey's.
Rice cakes with peanut butter on them. Also, his favorite food, his favorite late night snack, and his favorite breakfast food.
That's really all I ate: oatmeal and rice cakes with peanut butter on them. Hershey's Kisses.
All right.
Boom. I could eat a just
A 5-pound bar of
just a
Hershey's.
bag of those, man. And
It
never
says,
stop.
Brent, you look like you've lost a lot of weight. You look great.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
This man has been working
Very, very hard.
working his ass off, ladies and gentlemen.
See, it's gone. It's not there.
There's no
anymore.
ass anymore.
There was
It was
something
something that was
there.
there, and it's not there anymore.
That's the newness.
That's the newness.
Ta-da!
Ta-da.
What's the most powerful song you've recorded for an album?
I can't say that because it's probably on this record.
There's a lot of powerful songs on this record that we're going to put out. They mean a lot to us.
And you're going to hear them.
Not that every record doesn't. I'm covering up Brent with my shoulder on the Instagram. I'm getting called.
We're
I'm
in two,
getting
yeah.
I'm getting called
It's
out.
very hard.
But this record that's going to come out is probably we've written a lot of songs that mean a lot of things to us over the years, but this one is probably the most personal, at least since I've been in the band. The most personal.
I can answer that question. Are you going to put together a greatest hits album? Hell no.
Nope. Not happening.
Not on my watch. No Christmas albums and no greatest hits album. We're gonna make a
Why is
kick-ass
everybody-
polka record though.
We just had this conversation about streaming. Why does everybody want a greatest hits record when it's just all right there?
Yeah, it's right. You can use it.
We got a greatest hits record. It's called
Yeah.
Spotify.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shinedown's greatest hits. Spotify.
Although, who was telling me that Apple Music,
They're about to overtake Spotify.
they're about to, something about, they're getting ready to be
the number one.
number one.
We have a greatest hits record. It's called Apple Music.
Yep, that's what we meant to say.
Spotify, Pandora, Shazam, whatever's cool.
Actually, I'm the guy. I'm the adapter die guy who was quoting Mr. Smith earlier, who's talking about streaming. I don't have a streaming account. I still buy everything on iTunes. I love buying records from bands because it makes me listen to all of them all the way
I can
through.
show you all the apps on my phone, and I have no streaming apps. I do not have Spotify. I do not have music. I don't have any of that stuff. I still buy albums until they don't sell them anymore.
I've got Apple Music and I love it actually.
Me
So
as well.
We're a house divided.
No, I'm not divided. There's no right or wrong.
No, there's no right or wrong. It's a personal thing.
I will listen
buy
to
albums.
I will listen to an entire record and soak it in if I buy the whole thing, and then I feel like I've invested in it and I need to listen to it.
I say I
Well,
buy.
kudos to Spotify because Eric, you told me they're now showing
we
who.
talked about this earlier.
Yeah, sorry, I'm late to the party.
Yeah,
But I think that's really cool. Spotify is showing you who wrote the songs, who engineered them, produced them, mixed them, all that kind of stuff. That's cool.
Yep.
we thought you were watching this in your room,
No, I wasn't. I didn't even know y'all were doing this.
and then it was in the group text.
I was playing Thumper.
We will have, by the way, I've seen a couple. There will be CDs of this new album.
Yes.
Coming
Yes.
out.
Yeah,
We're not going to not have
And
CDs.
vinyl.
And vinyl.
So,
And
so
8 tracks.
and it,
Yeah.
For
See,
those of you that are still
y'all think
holding on.
y'all think y'all are cool and went back with this whole vinyl thing. Wait till we release these laser discs. Y'all wait.
Betamax and Laserdisc.
Is this coming out on DVD? No, we got laser disc.
If you don't know what Laserdiscs are, you missed the boat on that.
Yeah. You're
What
young.
was the-
You're young.
What was the nail in the coffin for Circuit City?
I don't know. What
It was the little disc.
Oh, was
Went
it
from
the mini disc?
big disc to the mini disc.
Yeah, mini
Remember
discs.
that?
That's right. I remember mini discs.
That didn't work.
That did not work.
That did not work.
Miss Kelly Bass just asked, what is the current location of your birthday watch, sir?
It's in my Toomey bag. It is. It's in my bag. I have it with me. You want me to go get it? I'll go get it.
This has just been.
That's fantastic.
It's just it's
I just sent you money for that, by the way, yesterday. I hope you got it.
Check it out. For my 40th birthday, these three guys and Eric's wife got me a Breitling, the most ballinest, coolest, ridiculously beautiful watch I've ever seen. It was very, very sweet, and it was the greatest 40th birthday gift I could have ever been given. And I have it with me.
And
it's in my Toomey.
shockingly, he has stayed in 4 hotels since we got it for him, and apparently
hasn't lost.
he still has it.
I have it with me.
This was a whole conversation we had about. This wasn't supposed to get out in the public. This is supposed to be inside joke stuff.
text.
Sorry.
He brought it up. He brought it up.
It was
I
like
didn't bring it up.
we were
She
trying.
asked, where's the watch? The watch is in my
Brent is
Toomey bag.
notorious for leaving things behind.
We were trying
Much
to.
like the iPad I bought him for his birthday last year.
Man,
And his glasses that he stepped on.
and his iPad that he left on a plane before that.
nobody was supposed to know that.
I bought him a sweater today, and I was like, I know where this is going. It's gonna be left on the floor.
We're kind of minimalists on the road, though. You know, I have to check to remember that stuff too, man. It's tough. So I'm covering for you, man. I'm trying.
I got
getting in there.
I have the watch. The watch is with me.
I have the watch.
KB, I have the watch.
I don't wear it.
Oh,
I've
God.
got to get the. I need to tighten it up.
Somebody said, "Don't step on the watch." Oh, that's good shit.
Because they don't have to wear his dark watch at night.
All right. Yeah.
Uh,
Dark Watch is
That was
also
terrible.
his. That's his superhero name.
Yes.
all right.
AKA.
Are there
Buffalo
collabs?
Chief.
Do any of you guys have quirks?
Yeah.
More than we
Come
can
on.
probably tell.
I got a lot
That's
of-
a good question.
I drink real weird.
He drinks weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just so like okay.
Yeah, bruh.
So normally like if you hold up a bottle of water, right, and you can just hold it up and like swallow it while you're holding it up, I can't do that. I have to close my mouth and swallow what.
He
sips.
I take little tiny sips.
He goes.
There you go.
It's weird.
There you go, America and the world.
There.
Now you know.
I don't know, you tell me, what are my quirks?
Do your job.
we have so Barry will get
Barry is the do your job robot.
Barry will get drunk.
Not drunk.
I love it. That's just
Barry
Barry
hang
will
on.
get happy.
Hang on.
He'll get happy.
Hang on.
Barry will get drunk.
This only happens when Barry is like deep
Breathing.
in.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually in Europe.
Usually in Europe. Mostly in Europe.
We played the show. He's had some beers after the show. He's gone
He's
out of the
mostly
pub.
Norwegian, so you can't really blame him.
He's back for bus call, and he starts getting a little worked up about some of the crew, maybe
Anything.
and people who work for us who are all fantastic at their jobs, but
Some days.
Some days you get irked at the people around you, like these three assholes.
I just got here.
and he gets on the bus and he'll start going. He'll put his hands together like this,
All I want you. Listen.
and he'll go. All I'm asking,
Just do your job.
and then he opens
You
his
see
eyes.
this when you gotta lean in a little bit.
And then he opens his eyes, and one eye's going this way, and the other one's going over here. And he goes, "Do your job.
Just do your job.
It's true.
Just do your job."
I don't know if that's a quirk, but I'll take it.
Yeah, is that considered a quirk?
I don't know if that's a quirk.
That's just being drunk.
I don't. Nobody really has any quirks.
I'm weird about symmetry with like silverware and stuff. I'm always straightening out my silverware.
That's
at the table.
OCD. I'm kind of the same way.
What is the definition of a quirk? Hang on a second.
What's
Let
a
me look up
quirk?
what a quirk is.
Just something weird you do.
Is it?
Something weird about your
Oh,
personality.
here. All right. Since we're just letting it all hang out, we
What's a
we
quirk?
threw Barry under the bus here. About 2 minutes and 15 seconds before we have to go on, somebody always has to go to the bathroom.
Always.
Always.
When that intro's playing and you're ready for the band to come out,
When you hear Jay-Z or you hear Prince or whatever the intro is, this guy back here Googling quirk
Not twerk.
gets the quirks and has to go to the bathroom. I mean, like, ready to go on, intro rolling, has to go to the bathroom every time. Not some of the time, all of the time.
All of the time.
All of the time.
not every time. I can say every time. But
Almost every
lot of the
time. A
Yeah.
lot of times. He says he gets nervous, and that's what it is. It's his nerves.
It's my stomach. I get nervous before we go on stage. I'd be nervous if I didn't get nervous.
And then
But I have to
go
use.
to the
I
bathroom
gotta go
twice.
number 2.
Hey, Instagram
It's my
Live.
pre-show.
We're gonna shut it down for a second because I'm about to run out of battery, and we'll be right back in
2 and 2.
two and two.
Give it to him, Chuck
And
Woolery.
if you don't know what that is, look up Chuck Woolery.
All right, I'm
Two
getting
and
on.
two.
I'm getting on the Shinedown account. We'll be back in 2 and 2. All right, now I'm gonna go live.
I got no battery.
Who is the hardest person to wake up, or who is always late?
Probably me. I'm
You've
not always
usually
late.
been the latest.
I'm not always late, but I'm probably the hardest person to wake up for sure.
Ebas is probably the one that's late more than.
I'm what?
Who's
Yeah,
always late?
I try not to be, but I am. It's a bad. It's one of my quirks.
It's a
Well,
quirk.
it's a quirk. Is always late. I'm probably the hardest person to wake up. I wake up usually last. Or Brent. Brent wakes up late too sometimes.
But I wake up and I get going.
Yeah,
I'm not. Once I'm up, I'm like ready to go.
I take the longest to get up for sure.
I spend the 10 minutes in my bunk before I get up, just getting myself ready to be awake.
Understand.
Okay, so a
And if you're
quirk.
left-handed.
What's a quirk?
I'm
Barry's
left-handed.
left-handed.
All right, so
What's a quirk?
a quirk is a peculiar action, behavior, or personality mannerism.
Having a shit before you go on stage.
I don't know if that's a quirk.
It's a mannerism.
No, a mannerism is like sitting down at dinner and, like Barry said, like straightening out your silverware or putting one thing off to the side.
Who picks the order of the songs for the record for the album?
Live is these two because I'm not on that train.
Yeah, me and Brent mostly.
The
do
album, it's a
lot of
collaborative
stuff, yeah.
between the four of us and the label.
And a lot of emails back and forth about how we should make it better. What'd you guys tour with Volbeat?
Sure.
I was with Volbeat. We love Volbeat. All four of us like Volbeat.
We had,
Sad man's tongue.
dude, that's my hot rod working music, man. When I'm working on the hot rod, I'm working on the old rat rod truck in the garage. I put Volbeat on. Volbeat and Ghost.
I
Those are
like
my
that.
two.
What's
But
your
Volbeat's a good hot rod music, man.
What's your favorite album you've ever bought
Jesus.
that you bought?
My musical taste evolved so much.
Oh, I got it. There. Okay, here we go. Dictionary definition for quirk.
Quirk.
A
Back to
quirk
quirk.
can be an adorable little habit like wearing flowery dresses and big sun bonnets or bow ties.
That's me, dude.
Well, we know what your sunbonnet
That's a quirk.
is.
Yeah, that's what he
Well,
collects.
is it a
too,
quirk that
sunbonnets.
all I ever wear is?
White t-shirt?
That's
White
100%
t-shirts
a
and
quirk.
black
That's actually the definition of quirk.
I've been
is
asked.
This outfit that he wears is
His only
is the
outfit.
definition of quirk.
I've been asked why I do this, and I will tell you exactly why I do this. I do this because I don't have to think about what I'm wearing every day. I just get up and I put this on, and I know what I'm going to look like, and I go out the door. And
Mark
that's it.
Zuckerberg,
I don't
stole
have
your style.
I don't have time to think about
Bill Gates, too.
because the minute that I try to think about what I'm putting on, I'll stand there for 10 minutes. So there we go.
I know I've said in interviews and stuff about how Eric packs, but for those who haven't heard, so when he shows up, R.I.P. Silver Suitcase, Kelly Bass.
They made me get rid of my silver
he
suitcase
used to-
that had been run over by a luggage truck at some point.
He used to have this silver suitcase that he'd show up, and it's not big. I mean, it's literally
I had it for
It's
every
carry-on
record.
size.
it's carry-on size. And he would show up, and it was dirty, and it would show up, and it would have the one other pair of pants, exactly like the pair of pants he had on the plane. And then he would have a t-shirt on, he would have a hoodie, workout shoes, and workout shorts in the bag. And either he would come with a pack of white t-shirts and a pack of white tank tops, or if he didn't, he would just he would run out and get them or get a runner to go get them. And that's what he packs. Seriously, that's all he packs. There was a point in the first, probably 6 years of being in the band where I would buy him clothes. Like, I'd buy him, shirts and stuff. And then I was like, I remember one time, the last time, I bought you this awesome STP shirt. I bought you this badass, vintage, Stone Temple Pilot shirt. And I never...
It's still in my drawer.
I still have never seen And here's the thing. It was
look at
white.
it from time to
It
time.
was white, too. It was a white shirt, which is the only thing he wears. And I was like, he might like this because it's white. And he has never worn it since. And so I was just like, I'll just buy him instruments from now on. He'll play a bass if I get him a bass. He is not going to.
He got me a bass and a guitar, both of which got a lot of action on this record.
It's true. That bass may be the best gift I've ever been given anyone.
That's it's really awesome.
Other than
I have one guitar
blessed
I'm
my
trying
wife
to
with
I have one
marrying me.
guitar I'm trying to find for this guy.
Don't
And
tell me what it is.
one day I will.
I probably know what it is.
Yeah, but you'll
It's that
already
White
know.
Zombie guitar.
Yeah, it's the white zombie guitar. Anybody out there, if you have
Jay Iceman.
a Jay
Randy
Younger
Rhoads,
Iceman,
Fonzie.
ICJ100WZ is the serial number on it.
He had a list of guitars that he always wanted to own and never did. He's got all of them except for that one now.
Got one left.
So I'm shit out of luck except getting him that one.
They're hard to find. I got one left.
Everybody's laughing at you.
Somebody was selling a replica
Why?
that was really good.
Upstairs.
It looked really
yeah.
good.
I was thinking just for you to play on stage.
Yeah,
I was
it'd be
like,
great.
yeah, but then I'm like, he wants the real thing.
I would totally play that guitar on stage. I'm PRS to the bone.
One of my favorite guitars I ever had. I own an Iceman, and they're fantastic. They give you, you talk about instant attitude. You
Yes,
put that on, it's
yes.
like instant
You look
attitude.
cool.
You
No
just
matter
look
what. Anybody can look cool on that guitar.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Brent is killing it back there.
He's like the Barry of this thing. Just Barry hasn't really talked that much. Do you still eat at Germantown Commissary? I do eat at Germantown Commissary.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's who catered the barbecue side of my
Let's see
wedding.
what we got here.
Oh.
It's really good. My mom ran it for years and years and years.
Let's see.
That joint had that good cornbread.
Yeah. Commissary got that
Mr.
good.
Wolf.
Commissary got that good stuff.
Trying to.
I almost forgot how you
Zach,
look without a
do
hoodie.
milkshakes really bring the girls to the yard?
Do you guys like the new
They
Stone
do.
Temple Pilots? I think it's really great.
Yeah,
actually,
me too.
I'm a giant STP fan. One of my favorite bands of all time. Mr. Smith, I
Two
know,
thumbs up.
loves it a lot.
Way up like the Fonz.
I like both songs. They released the second song too.
You know, you're,
Oh, they did?
They did.
You have to a band that's just continuing on after.
We got a couple of festivals in the U.S.
Yeah,
we're
we're
playing
excited.
with them.
That makes me really happy.
We're
man.
excited.
One of the most.
One of his favorite bass players.
One
as
of my
well.
favorite bass players. He's been a big inspiration. So anytime I get a chance to watch that guy play, man, I'm down.
Who's the biggest prankster in the group?
Oh God, we're boring.
Not me.
That guy.
Yeah.
He is the jokester, Mr. Myers.
Got to keep this fun.
We don't
out here.
really, but we don't
play pranks
We
on
don't
each
prank
We
each
don't
other.
play pranks, but
We don't
I
really.
feel like I can get everybody to laugh at any certain time, especially on stage.
That is true.
I feel like I.
Yeah,
I
but
can-
if they're saying like pranks, they mean like jackass prank.
no, like I'm not stapling your balls to a folder, a Manila folder.
Okay.
Old fucking,
Okay, well, I'm glad about that.
old ball stapler.
Old ball
Myers.
stapler, yeah. Barry hasn't said much, but I'm cracking.
You guys play at Rock and Ring, right? I'll be there. We are playing, correct?
Yeah, we're playing Rock and Ring. Correct? Yes, we are. And Rock and Park.
And Rock and
It's
Park.
the first show of the European tour.
Oh, there you go.
One of them. I don't
So
know
yes, we are definitely doing
I
that.
don't know if it's Ring or Park, but one of them. We'll be there.
With bells on.
I don't know about we'll be
We'll have some
be there.
bells on.
I'll wear bells.
Put some bells.
I love Germany. I'll wear bells for Germany.
So excited to see you in El Paso. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've been in El Paso. I'm excited to come back.
Oh goodness, I'm trying to.
Abbotsford, eh? Yeah, Canada. Tickets are on sale. We can't wait to come back to Canada. It's been so long, and we are bringing a show, my friends.
Hey, yo, just real quick,
big
just so everybody
show.
knows, in Canada, there's if you think that you can kind of slide in at the last minute, that stuff's almost sold out. Just so you know.
Thanks, Canada. You guys are great to us. I think you missed us because we've been away for 3 years.
And the fact that we didn't play.
We didn't play at all on Threat
the
to
last
Survival.
album. Sorry.
So yeah, but we're bringing a show to Canada. So.
And we're bringing in this moment with us, so you know you need to hurry up and get some tickets if you.
Tickets
want to
are
see
on sale now for that. Tickets are on sale for the West Coast for the festivals that we're doing. And then we will have some
More to
more
come.
tour announcements in the next coming weeks, I believe.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Somebody asked what my
You
favorite.
got about 1 more month left before the new single comes out. Just FYI, about 30 more days.
See,
ish.
he's spoiler alert.
We've been sitting here not telling people.
I didn't give him a date. I just said about 30 more days or so.
Oh, so
I haven't given you a date. I'm just letting you know about a month or so, and you'll get the new single.
You see the shit we gotta do? Y'all see this shit? We've been like, we can't tell you.
yeah.
Can't tell you.
That's why he's everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Album to follow soon after.
Why don't you tell them the name of the record?
Why do I look bored?
Well, we're
Everybody
sitting
says
here.
I look bored.
I don't think you
I don't look bored.
I think it's the angle.
I have a bad angle.
No, I just think it's
You
got that
you
board
don't have
angle.
a bad angle.
The somebody asked what my favorite Star Wars movie is. My favorite Star Wars movie is probably everybody else's favorite Star Wars movie, which is Empire Strikes Back.
Agree.
That was the first Star Wars movie I remember going to see. My dad took me to see A New Hope. I know, I'm old. I was like 4.5, almost 5. Well, it's about 4.5 years
You're not
old.
old. You're seasoned.
And so or so. But I remember probably one of my first memories I ever had was standing in the movie theater. What is it? The lobby,
Yeah.
and seeing another kid that I knew from church, and I asked him how it was, and I remember we had this like kid conversation. It was really strange.
How old are you?
I was young, man, super young. But yeah. Anyway, but Empire is my favorite. But the Last Jedi has a couple of my favorite Star Wars moments of any movie. Actually.
I'll say this too. I think my second favorite Star Wars movie, and it's a tie between Return and Force Awakens. I thought Force Awakens was
And by the way,
fantastic.
while we're on the Star Wars thing, I'm not one of these people that hates on every Star Wars movie because I don't get up too close to the glass. I love the speculation and trying to figure out what's going to happen. But guess what? When what I want to happen doesn't happen, I don't bag it. Like I'm not bagging this new Star Wars movie because you just take it for what it is. You should be grateful that there are Star Wars movies still because when I was coming up, we didn't think there were ever going to be any other Star Wars movies. That was it. That's what you got. So.
And everybody
And just enjoy them. They're
everybody
fun.
said that, well, they were made for kids. I'm like, if you think back to it, the '70s ones were made for kids, really.
Ewoks. I mean, come on.
Everything was marketed. You know what I mean? Like the
Toys,
stormtroopers,
etc.
everything. It was all for kids.
Anyway,
It's
we're gonna
just
get off the Star Wars
different
things.
generations.
I'll do this.
He will
all
go down the
day.
rabbit hole.
Yeah, this is the biggest rabbit hole in this band of Star Wars.
Yeah, we can get into all sorts of
What was up with the
nerdery.
What was up with the dirty album shoot? Well, we're just dirty people.
You will see.
Ja feel?
Tell Brent to show his face, please. Brent, show your face.
Hey, what's up? Hey, hi.
Right here.
Hey,
Just like Instagram wants to see your
Oh,
face.
hello.
Oh, hello, Daddy. Hello,
Hello, Dada, hello. I still need the Stormtrooper pick from Zach. Oh, yeah, I did do a Stormtrooper. I forget how many picks.
did so many
I was
picks.
like, in my head, I'm like, did I do a Stormtrooper pick? I did do a Stormtrooper.
Someone's asking Marvel or DC. I'm not into the comic stuff, man. Never was.
would be me.
Star Wars. That's it.
I'll say this.
This is Barry's department.
I'll say
Marvel
this.
or DC.
That's a tough one because they both have great
Marvel.
characters.
Marvel kills it on
But-
the movie side, man.
Yeah, I don't even like. I know this sounds like sacrilege, but I don't like most of the movies because they've gotten bloated.
Yeah. Marvel's killing
Saying
them
it out
on
there,
this side.
Marvel's gotten bloated in the movie realm.
Not DC more so.
But my first comic book that I got was Spider-Man, so I have to go Marvel because that was my first character that I fell in love with.
Word.
Oh, let's see. Can't wait to see y'all in Corpus Christi. All right.
We're gonna be there.
We will
That
be
is
there.
true.
Same bat place, same bat time, same bat channel.
If you could be a mythical creature,
Ooh.
what would you be?
Bigfoot.
That's not mythical, man. Bigfoot's real. Don't get me started on that
I
either.
knew that shit was gonna come out as soon as
Mythical creature.
I was mid saying Bigfoot, and I was gonna go. They're gonna say this isn't mythical.
That'd be a dragon.
I would either, there's something really badass about a centaur,
Wow.
Centaurs are cool.
Yeah.
Centaur's cool. One also.
Brian, if you were a mythical creature, what would you be, or are you playing video games out there?
Well, I'd be a mermaid or a merman.
Merman.
Mermaid.
I would.
The Little
'Cause
Merman.
I don't know if you know this or not, but like the adult side of me wants to hang out with an adult mermaid, but mermaids are usually pretty fine.
Yeah.
So
that's
I'd be a merman because I'd want to hang out with the mermaids. Just saying.
There's not a lot of mermaid sex, though.
Not a lot of
Just
mermaid
saying
sex.
They just kind of got fins down there.
Yo, girl, you want to get flippered?
You just get in there and swim away. just kind of.
In case you guys missed
Just
it,
bang fins.
we were just describing mermaid sex. How have you? I don't know what I'd be. I like the centaur idea is great because
You'd be a gnome.
I already am a gnome a little bit. A crazy when am I gonna have a crazy PRS made like Tremonti did? I've already had a bunch of crazy PRSs made. I don't think I'm gonna have somebody draw on one.
When are you gonna have a boring PRS, man?
That's
When
right.
it's just,
That's
you know,
when it's just
completely
plain.
Everybody's bitching because they can't see Brent on the Instagram.
Did you see him?
I'm just checking. I'm right here.
They got to look at me instead. Let me see if I can
What do
fix
you mean?
that.
I'm right here.
Yeah, there you go.
There he is.
What's up?
I'll just get out of both pictures.
Ta-da.
No, man.
Ta-da!
We're in Eric's room right now.
Sorry, I'll get down like this. How about this?
Yes. What's up?
Hey.
Don't touch my nipple like that.
Brent watched Splash one too many times.
I love that movie.
See?
I do.
He does love
I
Splash.
do love that movie. Daryl Hannah
Yeah.
is. That's one of my favorite movies growing up. John Candy, Tom Hanks. Those are the good old days. Back in the 80s.
What's going on over here? I'm sorry. I'm blocking your head, Barry.
That's fine.
Yeah, let's see.
Are we getting boring? I feel like we're getting
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Change the channel.
Steve Hupkowitz is in.
Stubby.
Stubby.
Stubby, what's up?
Stubby.
We gonna play some dice, son?
Hi, is Brent growing the hair again?
No.
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 Brent and I were trying to grow our hair out. This was funny for a minute. And then we both looked at each other at one point. We're like, this is ridiculous.
Brent's got really long.
So we went and got a haircut at the same time. We went and just took care of it.
Brent's got
Yeah,
really
I think the long hair with me is over.
Baby's all grown up.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you guys in Deadwood. That's the first show of the tour.
We'll see how that goes.
We can't wait to see us in Deadwood either.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Let's see.
It's going to be awesome. Promise. It's a celebration!
Hey man, big announcement from Base World. Eric Bass. This is like the old. It's like I'm getting old. I'm having to pull the strap up on my bass.
Are you?
For my back, yeah. So I have back
Full victory
issues.
with
If
an
anybody he's not a quirk, but a little
It's not a
inside
quirk.
information is I got
Terrible back
lots
issues.
of bad discs in my back. So I'm in a lot of pain a lot of the time. So one of my solutions for that is I'm going to raise my bass up.
And he's going to bring sexy back.
Deadwood, and I've normally slung it low, but I'm trying
Yeah.
to change the center of gravity, and it's gonna change the world.
We all sling it low here. Oh.
So Deadwood will be the first part of that experiment. We'll see how that goes. Oh, let's see. Tell us about the most epic party you ever went to.
I don't know.
Bus metal parties.
Bus metal parties are pretty
We
great.
used, to
Those
do,
were
we,
epic.
we used to do metal dance parties on the bus.
We don't really party anymore, folks.
What happened to Her Name is Alice? It's still a
It's
song.
still on that
It's
same
still a
soundtrack
song.
it was on.
It's on the Greatest Hits soundtrack on Spotify or Apple Music. You can get it right now.
We appreciate the fact you like that song, by the way.
You know what I was thinking about this? I told Brent this on the Smith & Meyer store. Still might be one of my favorite bridges in any Shinedown
It's
song.
fun.
I love that bridge.
I wish the mix was better on it, but that's just technical bullshit. But I'm glad
We
that you
can't
guys
have it all there.
I'm glad that you guys enjoyed
It's
it.
got a good bridge. A lot of people going to Deadwood.
That's great. We can't wait to see you.
Deadwood's cool.
We can't wait to give you the Deadwood.
What are your guys' hidden talents?
I'm a pretty dang good cook.
He
That's
is.
not really hidden, though. Everybody kind of knows that at this point. It's kind of like out there. That's like your second job.
Yeah.
The tops of all my fingers are double jointed. Did you guys know that?
It's not really a hidden talent.
I can do weird things with my hands like that, which is very odd and it hurts when I do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, well, that's not a hidden talent. That's more
Eric Bass is a fantastic carpenter.
That's true. Eric Bass can build a damn house by himself.
Well, ish.
He probably needs somebody else to help him carry some wood, but like
Brent Smith has zero hobbies.
Doesn't mean he's.
Zero hours.
I'm gonna zone in on something here with Brent Smith. Though we're gonna figure this out.
He is an excellent read of people.
There you go. Yeah, it absolutely is. I have to say that.
He has an uncanny ability to read somebody right when he meets them.
Although I've been here 14 years, and I'm still here.
Can't read him. Oh goodness.
Will this tour be as intimate as Smith & Meyer's? No.
We're pretty.
You like
Two
loud?
different things.
It's a lot louder.
So we got on
pretty intimate, though.
Insta over here. Let's see. Tell Brent to stop playing on his phone.
I'm not playing on my phone.
Waffles
I'm actually
are-
seeing how long.
I had a
the
waffle
delay-
yesterday for breakfast.
Waffles or pancakes?
I had a waffle
I
yesterday for
have not
breakfast.
had waffles or pancakes in a long time.
Here you go. Fun fact about me: when I was born, when I could eat real food, I had a waffle.
With a hamburger
No.
and fries.
I had a waffle almost every day from when I could feed myself my own food until I was about 11 years old. True story. And if my mom didn't have waffles, she would. This is a true story. She would take a piece of toast and take like a biscuit cutter and cut it into like a circle, a piece of toast, and then make fork marks in it to make it look like a waffle.
Why?
Because I don't know. And she put butter and syrup on it. It was actually pretty good.
And this is how diabetes is born.
No, I don't have. Hey, I just got checked for that shit. I don't have it. But yeah, that was a fun fact about me.
You guys have other jobs? No.
I
We're
will.
fortunate
I'm a
enough
dad.
to do this.
Yeah, I'm a dad.
I produce records for other bands occasionally.
Yeah.
Like once in a while.
Just produced and mixed for his
Shut
own
up.
band. It's amazing what he can do. It's incredible.
He's a horse owner.
Well, my wife. I'm a horse. We're both horse owners. My wife rides them.
Shout out to Waffle House, by the way. We
Big
love-
shout out to Waffle
Big
House.
shout out to Waffle House. They came to visit us in Atlanta.
They did come and visit us.
Waffle House is a waffle. I'm serious. This is I mean, it's in a completely positive way. So I don't think this is a joke. It's a taste that you cannot forget. Like I remember right now what Waffle House waffles taste like.
It's great. The Waffle House it's a fantastic establishment. Shout out to Waffle House. Brent's got a naughty look on his face. What the fuck does that mean?
He's looking at mermaid porn.
Mermaid sex.
I'm talking to my boy Mike Cassis. What's up, bro?
Mike, what's up?
What's up, Mike?
Why aren't you
Big
here?
Mike.
Why don't you come here and watch the Super Bowl yesterday?
Big Mike.
Oh, by the way, this is random. Excuse me. This is a personal moment. The Oakwoods are not the Oakwoods anymore, gentlemen. They painted them. They look a lot better now.
That's nice.
And it's called AVA or something. It's like a whole different thing.
We were talking about earthquakes today. It wasn't the last time I was in an earthquake here, but the first time I was ever in an earthquake out here was when we were staying at the Oakwoods. Earthquake time.
Hey.
You said you felt it. Did you feel a tremor?
I thought I did. Might be just having a stroke. I don't know.
I think
He's just shaking.
he just farted and scared
Yeah.
himself. He was half asleep.
He's half asleep.
He sent a text in the band text like, "Did you guys feel the tremor?" And my wife was like, "What? The tremor? Where?" I was like, "I don't know."
But wasn't there one like a 0.2 or something?
There's a little one north of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Scariest thing you've ever done?
Getting a band.
I'm a dad.
I have to say, like, you know,
That was scary.
every time that you're about to get on stage in front of a boatload of people, man, it's good to be a little scared. And it's good to be confident, but it's always a little scary. In a good way. As Brent Smith says, what do you say?
What do I say? Oh,
Makes
Well, if you don't get nervous, then
This
you're not
mermaid is
alive.
hot.
Basically,
makes you feel alive.
it makes you feel alive. If there was ever that day that you didn't care anymore and it was just kind of like going through the motions and you didn't get nervous, like if I didn't ever have to take a pre-show poop, I'd be worried.
Doc
So-
Tony's on.
Doc Tony's in here.
What's up, Doc Tony?
What's up, Doc Tony? Captain Crunch French
Whoa,
Toast.
whoa,
and-
whoa,
what?
whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Captain Crunch French Toast. What is that?
We're about to
I
find
guess
out.
that's
Huh?
a thing.
I'm gonna look that up too.
Did you want the Eagles to win or the Patriots? That is a loaded question, and we're not going to talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We like all the football
I like it when
teams.
people win.
Yeah. I just want people to win.
All I do is win, 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 and they throw their hands up,
Okay, stop doing that.
and they stay there.
Any of you ever have a coyote ugly moment?
What does that mean?
What is that considered a Coyote Ugly moment?
What is a
So
coyote?
the name Coyote Ugly came from. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you wake up next to, if a girl or guy, if you're, if you wake up next to a partner that you didn't know you had gone to bed with the night before, and they were very hideous looking, you chew your arm and your arms underneath. You chew your arm off to get away from them.
That's horrible.
Am I right? That's what it is. So if a girl like wakes up to another girl or another guy, and that person is not as attractive as they thought
We
they were
go right
the
to it.
previous night, you just chew your arm off and you
Like
get
a
away.
coyote stuck
Am I
in a
right?
trap?
Is that what
That's
is that
horrible.
what it is?
My wife has those moments every morning.
His wife doesn't have any arms anymore. Actually,
armless, actually.
she's armless, and actually she's missing a foot. Too.
Second day we met.
Weird.
It's the weirdest thing.
Is that? Am I right? Can somebody confirm? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Rock and roll. Whatever. I just trust the first person who says, "Yeah, 100%." Brent is like a big kid.
Eric, what was it like to produce the whole record?
There's a lot more gray hairs on that man.
Yeah.
It was actually very rewarding. It's
You ain't
rewarding.
got no gray hairs now.
Yeah, I did.
Sharpie them shits out.
Yeah. Brent and I looked at each other at one point and said, someday we're going to look at each other and be able to listen to this whole thing. What did you say? We'll be sitting here, we'll be able to listen to the whole record. We'll say this thing's great or something. And I think we kind of had that moment we were mastering it. So it's very rewarding at this point. But, I never questioned it doing it, but it did
It's
sort
a
of.
daunting task.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work. And
I might mess this up a little bit, but Eric said, you should probably say it, but in regards to why did we do it ourselves, and ultimately why did Eric do it, because a lot of the engineering, a lot of the producing, all of the mixing was Eric. We had other individuals help us with engineering and tech and stuff like that. But
Doug McKean. Shout out to Doug McKean.
But it ultimately came from E. And he made a good point about this. We've been making records now for quite a number of years. We've been in a lot of different studios all over the world. We've written a lot of songs. We're just starting to scratch the surface on that. But the fact of the matter is Eric said, we would rather go crazy. What did you say?
I said, when asked if I thought I was up to the challenge of producing the record, I said, I would rather pull my hair out and go insane producing it myself than to pull my hair out and go insane watching someone else ruin it.
Or try to do it.
Or try to do it.
Because that was one of the things, too. We actually took a lot of...
Actually, I think it was pull my hair out and go insane trying to tell someone else how to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, ultimately,
Something like that.
we've learned a lot from a lot of different people, male and female, in regards to the recording industry and what have you. We're always got our eyes are open, so are our ears. We're always looking for different things. We're always studying different people and different ways of doing stuff. You don't ever stop learning. But he was at a point, the band was at a point, and I don't think that we even considered anybody else producing it but Eric. And I am very, very thankful for that, because I'll tell you this, I listen to a lot of records, and the next Shinedown record, in my personal opinion, is one of the most intense records I've heard in the last probably decade. I know I'm in the band, but I'm just calling it like I hear it.
I saw two. Brent, why do you sweat so much?
Why do I sweat? Because my body is efficient. That's why I sweat.
Also, he
All
drinks.
right?
Also, he drinks more water than any human you've ever seen in your life. Secondly, do we have matching tattoos, guys?
Not really.
We don't have matching tattoos. We all have similar. We have tattoos of the same thing in different ways, except
Here we go.
On the 10-year anniversary, though, I believe we talked about this. Say it. Say it out loud.
Everybody in the band has the birds from the Sound of Madness record.
And why did we get them? We said we'd get them when the record went platinum.
That's true. I don't have them yet.
And that happened 9 years ago.
But this year, in June, is the 10-year anniversary of the Sound of Madness record. I don't know exactly where we're going to be at that time.
You'll be in Europe in June.
But I'm probably going to wait till we get back.
Actually, Eric has a great tattoo artist in Glasgow.
Rock and roll tattoo in Glasgow.
I will get the birds this year because it is the 10-year anniversary. I will get them this year.
When I go back to Glasgow, I'm going to Rock and Roll Tattoo again. See my boy Merrick and Simon, and they're gonna finish. They did this. Well, Merrick did this great B-24 bombers.
Check out his guns.
Check out his guns.
So I'm gonna go get that finished or worked on some more, not finished, because it's a lot of work to do, and you know we're always there on limited time. But if you're ever in Glasgow, Rock and Roll Tattoo.
He seemed pretty gentle too. I sat there.
Dude, those guys were phenomenal, man. They were really, really great.
Who has ever broken their nose? I have.
Did you see this thing? It's more than once been sideways.
I've never broken my own. I've had mine broken before.
I mean, you don't end up with this, whatever this is,
A little flat spot there.
without that. Let's see. What else we got? I think we're getting boring.
I think we're closing out.
We're getting boring.
We've been on here an hour. That's a good time to do it. That's a good live. That's a live.
We hadn't done one in a while, and
Y'all have a nice Monday.
yeah. Thank you guys so much for everything, for tuning in, and
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we just keep your eyes out for a lot of announcements coming up. A lot of little teases coming up on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook, and yeah. So
See you next time.
So we have some good things coming your way that we're really proud of. So we will see everyone.
Much love.
When
respect.
we see everyone.
Morgan's got your number. She'll be telling you all what's going on.
Later.